Get over here! Hi everybody, this is Critic Creature here, and today I will be doing a movie review on Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. To tell you the truth, I am not that much of a Mortal Kombat fan. The only Mortal Kombat game I've ever played was MK vs. DC Universe. To tell you the truth, I really did like that game. Not that much. So I decided to give this only movie, a chance, which was very, very enlightening. Because it gave me a chance to go into a deeper storyline with them. And it gave me a little bit of different aspects on every character. Like the origin of Scorpion, how he got his powers, how this whole thing goes into a new... how this whole thing is like connected to other worlds or realms. Earth realm, Nether realm. Like, Nether realm is like the underworld. I have no idea. But the demons in there, their blood is like lava. Or something. Well, and also, we also see other characters like Raiden, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, and Liu Kang. And also Sub-Zero. And also, there's a lot of others, which I can't actually name. Oh, there's also Jax, Sonya's commanding officer when she was in the military. She proved... well, when she went into the military, she proved to her squad and to her commanding officer, Jax, that she can be better than she's just as good a soldier as any other man. And I should know. Well, because when I saw her, I was like, what a woman! She is very, very cool. Very cool on the various weapons she can use, the combat, everything. How she got in to work together with Liu Kang and Raiden. And Liu Kang is like Bruce Lee. And he has the power of fire, which is my favorite kind of element. He's also like Raiden's, like, I don't know, pupil or something. And Raiden, I mean, he's almost basically a god. Power of lightning, he can like zap someone just give him a little taser shot and then blow a few feet behind you. I mean, this guy is like amazing. And Liu Kang is awesome. I mean, you should see him fight in this movie. He's like nothing you've ever seen in the game. And the thing about Raiden, what he tells Liu Kang about this, he said that Liu Kang is destined for a higher purpose in this whole tournament thing. Mortal Kombat. And then there's... oh, and then there's Johnny Cage. a down on his luck movie actor. I mean, before he was a movie actor, he was a very good martial artist. But then he's down on his luck on his payments for... He's living a good life. He's almost living a good life. But he wants something more in life. So, he gets a call from his manager saying that he got a gig for him. But Johnny doesn't know it yet, but this whole thing is like he was recruited to compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament with Liu Kang and Sonya. And then there's Scorpion, which we actually get to see his origin, how he got into his powers, his suit, his weapons, everything. And why it's called Scorpion's Revenge. I almost forgot about that. It's actually because Scorpion wants revenge on Sub-Zero. Because Sub-Zero and his own, like, elite group of assassins called the Lin Kuei killed everyone in his village. They killed everyone in his village, even his own wife and young son. They just mercilessly killed every single one. And then at the end of this whole massacre, Sub-Zero killed Hanzo like that. I thought it was over. And then Hanzo just woke up in Netherrealm, being tortured, being confronted by one of these demons. He took down that guy. He released himself from those bonds and took down this demon like he was nothing. And then he goes to try and find Shinnok to release him. But instead, he finds Quan Chi. If I have to guess, he's a real pain in the butt. Quan Chi is like the master of Netherrealm, or actually just temporary master, because he wants his master Shinnok out. And there's a key at the Mortal Kombat tournament being held at the center realm of this whole thing, like where all the world's warriors go. It's like the whole center thing. And in exchange for this, if Hanzo gets this key for Quan Chi at the tournament, then he can bring his family back. His wife and his son. But as a bonus, he wants to get his revenge on Sub-Zero. Man. I mean, I've only seen Sub-Zero in the video games, but he is very, very evil. I never knew he was a villain in the game. Or the movies. Sub-Zero. Whoo! He literally chills you to the bone. And it's very surprising on how you get to see the combat in the movie as how it is in the video games. Like, you get to see the X-rayed, like, bone crunching, bone splitting, everything like that in the games. Like that, and in the movie. Like, ripping limbs off, or just like that. And it's very, very bloody. I mean, there's not like that anywhere in a video game or movie. Or an animated movie, you would guess. And then there's the thing. Oh, I'm almost forgetting about something else. Johnny, he didn't even think this whole thing was real. He thought it was just like some old big movie. And then Raiden told Liu Kang that, well, Liu Kang asked, should we tell him that it's not real? That this is all real? But then Raiden replies like this. His journey is one of discovery for a higher purpose. Plus, I find him amusing. He's right about that. Amusing. He is Johnny Cage is like the most funniest character you would ever meet. And then, look, when it seems that Sonya was looking for someone else, her commanding officer, Jax. He got kidnapped and captured for a spectacle. This whole thing is like, bad. Very bad. I mean, he was almost killed. But luckily, Raiden was there to save him. Raiden was there to save him. And at least I know more about Jax, how he has those robo arms on him. And then there's also the thing with Sub-Zero and everything, and Scorpion. Scorpion, actually, a little later in the movie, Scorpion did end up fighting Sub-Zero to the death. I mean, and then it was revealed that it was actually Quan Chi who disguised himself as Sub-Zero. I mean, he's magical. He can even mimic he can make himself look and sound like Sub-Zero and even copy his powers. I mean, copying his powers, I never even knew Quan Chi could do something like that. And Quan Chi is really the one who killed Hanzo's wife and son and everyone else. So he got his revenge had his revenge set on the wrong man. Then, just when Liu Kang was about to be killed, Scorpion saved him. It was going to be the final fight of the tournament, but instead, Scorpion made a choice. Made the right choice to have his revenge on Quan Chi instead of fighting an ally like Liu Kang. So he yielded the fight, and then So Earthrealm is safe. In this whole Mortal Kombat thing, I forgot to mention, it's like not going into war kind of thing. Like once every generation, the best warriors from each and every other realm/world go to compete there. And then a little later, Johnny does realize that this whole thing is real. I mean, and in his first fight, it was against Baraka, of all things. Baraka! A walking thing of teeth! And spikes! I mean, this guy, why did he have to get him? But luckily, he got out. He actually did technically win, although Baraka kind of made the whole temple old fortress they were fighting in kind of explode. And Baraka got crushed by debris. And Johnny escaped, like doing his own stunts in a movie. I mean, that's kind of good. And then Liu Kang is fighting some girl, I don't even know. And then there's also Sonya, who fought against this guy named this dinosaur man called Reptile, I think. And he also can camouflage and has acid spit. I mean, this guy can camouflage and has acid spit. How do you fight something you can't see? And then, well, obviously, Sonya can. I mean, you should see her, like, fight when she fought him. It was like she was running fast and then did a scissor kick on him. And then twist and slam him down. It, like, nearly kind of broke his back. She really did that to the guy. And then she had, like, this military-grade blade wire. I don't know what it is, but she had it around his neck and then no head. I mean, and then she said, like, a trademark catchphrase, mess with Sonya and you get the blade. Yeah. Well, this whole thing leads up to an even bigger movie because thanks to this, Scorpion actually got his revenge on Quan Chi. He even said his catchphrase, "Get over here." And then he did that, like, fatality move he did. Ripping a guy's head off, then burning the body with his own magma breath. And then it all leads up to for Raiden saying that Liu Kang's destiny is to defeat Shao Kahn. I cannot wait to see that kind of fight. And now Sonya is thanking Johnny, of all people, for saving her. Because Johnny, he can actually fight. I mean, he is awesome. I know sometimes he's like a clown or something like that, but he is very, very awesome. Well, and then at the end of the movie, you see Shao Kahn trying to punish his, like, one of his guys. Like, the guy who was holding the tournament because he served him. But for failing this whole thing. But Shao Kahn's not the type to, like, not to not take a loss. I mean, talk about a sore loser. And now it's all leading up to a sequel. I, for one, cannot wait to see that. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say for this video. So, be sure to subscribe, like my videos, because I'll be doing some more later, some other time this week. Probably not during the whole 4th of July thing, but be sure to comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Oh, and